I'm Kristine Leahy, and here's another edition of Best Thing I Heard this week. Mike Pereira let us know why he thinks there's a target on Cam Newton's back.
I was always called the commissioner of the No Fun League, when I worked back there, because I don't like all of this nonsense. I'm more of the fan of the college game where, players are more restricted from the dancing and all that kind of stuff. And I think that, when you continually act that way, that what you're really doing is you're antagonizing your opponent. And I thought yesterday was a perfect example. Cam scores this. I get it. He's got a new child, I guess, but he goes into the end zone after his first touch and he rocks. He pretends like the ball is a baby and he rocks it and tells the crowd to be quiet. Should have been flagged for that and may get fined for that. How the official didn't call that befuddles me, to tell you the truth. But then what happened? Atlanta's touchdown? Then he rocked the ball. Now he's going, he's mimicking Cam. I don't like this stuff, and I think really after the Beckham-Norman thing from the week before, I think the edict is out that they have to keep control of the game. And, I almost fell off my chair when they didn't flag the baby thing yesterday. But I think if you're going to be good and you're going to do those antics, you're going to have a target. That's the way it's going to be. And my concern is they may get away with it to some degree in the playoffs. In the regular season. But you get in the playoff, if you're still doing that stuff and it turns into a 15-yard penalty, it could end up to be costly.
Hall of Fame running back Jim Brown talked about leaving some serious cash on the table.
If you had a $25 million payday waiting on you when you retired after 9 seasons, would you have retired?
Oh, man, yes.
You would have left $25 million on the table.
Absolutely. I've left $25 million on the table. I'm sitting here now because I left that $25 million on the table. My reputation, my respect, my work. If I was after money, I would not be doing any of it. And if I was not entrenched in poor neighborhoods around this country, I would not be a happy trooper. But I feel good because I get the respect with the poor people and the disenfranchised. And I can go into those neighborhoods and ask permission to bring a program in to help the people. And I've never been attacked or ostracized in doing so. So that respect that I get from the poor people and the disenfranchised, 25 million can't touch that, bro.
Mike Garofolo told us why he thinks Tom Coughlin is on his way out.
You asked me this a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
That was before the Carolina game, and I told you that if they didn't make the playoffs, I could still see Tom Coughlin hanging around. I didn't guarantee it, but I said I could see that. Colin, I'm going to walk that back right now because everything I've heard since that Carolina game and how disappointing it was, yeah, they fought back in the end, but they didn't really come out of the gate strong like you usually see a Tom Coughlin team do in that game right there. I was actually told even after the game, Coughlin was on the field playing with his grandkids, which nobody has really seen. And they said, this is a different Tom Coughlin. And I think that he's ready to move away. And a lot of people are talking right now as if it's an inevitability that on Monday he is going to resign. I'm hearing that from a lot of people.
And Clay Travis shared why Nick Saban should leave Alabama and head back to the NFL.
Let's kind of put on the go back in time, the hop in the Back to the Future machine. If Nick Saban signs Drew Brees instead of Dante Culpepper, if the Miami Dolphins doctors sign off on Drew Brees' reconstructed shoulder, I think Nick Saban is still coaching the Dolphins, and he's won at least one Super Bowl and potentially multiple Super Bowls there. And so he would go head-to-head with Belichick, and I think they're the ultimate frenemies, right, of the universe right now. Belichick rules the NFL. Nick Saban rules college football right now. And he went 2-2 against Belichick, despite the fact that he had pretty crappy quarterback play. And so I believe that Saban looks at Andrew Luck and says, I've got 5 or 6 years left to be a high-end football coach. If I go take this job in Indianapolis, I can win a Super Bowl with Andrew Luck. I'll be great with the defense. I know how important the top quarterback is, and I've been saying that since September. I think he does it. I think there's a part of him that looks at Pete Carroll, looks at Jimmy Johnson, and says, right now, I think you can say Nick Saban is the most dominant college football coach of all time.
Yep.
He wants to be able to go out, I think, with something that very few people have done. I think there's a part of him that wants to win a Super Bowl, too, and be able to go to Belichick and say, I think there's a little bit of like you're playing on the kids' table, at Thanksgiving. Like you're in the kids' football game when you play college football and coach college football. And I think his level of dominance, you talked about the difference between Michigan State and Alabama. it's 4 and 5 star recruits. I mean, Alabama just every year has number 1 recruiting class. And I wonder on some level, at what point, like, what more do you have to prove? 0. Go to the Colts, win a Super Bowl, and put yourself in that iconic coaching category.
This has been Best Thing I Heard this week. Hopefully my voice is back next week. Tune in weekdays at noon Eastern.